that's true. I mean, that's why you counterpick it. Just like if I'm gonna screw up, then you're gonna screw up too.
I don't know. I think Astastic is really good, especially with the lack of exposure that he has to that character.
Yeah.
There obviously there are things that you could always do better, but I think they both played in a way that made sense matchup-wise. I think Quaff is like an uncharacteristically aggressive Meta Knight, but he made it work, especially those last two stocks. He utilized his approaches in a way that created more space.
Yeah.
But he like had relative stage control, and he kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And I think that's the ideal way you want to play Meta Knight. It took him a little while to adapt to that, but I think he really got it at the end, despite that ST. Jeez, that was, what a match.
Trying to make it so I can see the chat.
So Quaff and...
Watch, there we go.
I think this is a Lucas player, I think. Yep. Looks like a GBS guy.
Oh, man.
Oh.
No, I think I'm just catching a cold. I feel kind of out of it.
I hear you, dude. It's that time of year. You're about to get hit by another hurricane. And
rip Puerto Rico, rip Bahamas.
Soon to be rip New Orleans, possibly. And
really? What hurricane is that?
Hurricane Nate. It's supposed to come in from the south.
Oh my God.
That's a different story. Let's talk about Hurricane Quaff. Because I was just amazed at that on that last game, those last two stocks. It was like he like flipped a switch. I don't know how to describe it. It was so fast. Sometimes his movement seems like I don't even know. Especially, I was impressed because the right-hand platform is in like a lowered state. That makes it really hard to like move on, but it was pretty fluid. Like,
yeah, it is a very momentum-based thing. If you're saying, I don't know, like if you were saying that Astastic before was like a very expressive player, like is that just more just for show and he's actually calm on the inside?
No,
or
I mean he can.
Does stuff actually get to his head? You know.
I think he can have that problem with things getting to his head. I think he seemed pretty upset about that game. But I mean, honestly, he played really well. Like I would not be unhappy about that. I mean, that last game
was so close for it to be taken away.
Absolutely.
That kind of feeling always hurts.
And not a hand one. We're going right into it. So Meta Knight Lucas.
Where's Kaloshade from? I'm gonna ask that for everybody. Yep.
Hi.
So did these guys like play each other often?
Not sure.
Not quite.
It seems like
it's probably further away than I think it is.
So.
Oh, John, my tag is no boo with a U at the end. Sorry. Also, you know what happened to the CGC logo?
That is a good question.
Because it was there before. Huh.
Yeah,
anyway,
we'll figure that out.
Let's talk about the game.
Anyways,
what's going on?
So, the thing about this matchup is that Quaff got like 3 power shields in a row, and that can be very important. I think a lot of Lucas's rely, and some of them even depend on
PK freeze.
Yeah. And once that gets stuffed, since that sets up into a lot of things, if the Lucas doesn't know how to capitalize off of that, that can be a big problem. And unfortunately, Kaloshade also SDing the previous stock.
Yeah.
Quaff just showing dominance here. This can be really rough. Both of these characters can just body each other. If you miss for Meta Knight, like, obviously, Meta Knight's Meta Knight. He can juggle really well. He has capitalizations up and down until we lost the stream.
No, don't worry about it. I'm just going to look at the...
Yeah,
there we go.
But for Lucas, the problem is, like, okay, that is Quaff showing that he really has the power shield timing down. But for Lucas, you really don't want to miss Dare. Because if you, and also if you try to tech too early against Lucas's Dare, you get locked out for, I think it's 40 frames, which can be really devastating because then just tap dance on you. So.
Meantime, though, these tech chases are just super good from Quaff. Like,
His
His reaction time is just very impressive.
And also, matchup-wise, I think Lucas has a hard time dealing with pressure. Like, he can do Magnet out of shield, being +4 on shield. He does have some fast options, but
defensively,
and especially against, and against Meta Knight and against Quaff. Jesus.
Got a swag on him.
Oh my god. That was...
If Quaff is going to do this, he might as well get in as far in his head as possible, you know? There's always a mental game aspect of it. And saying that this MU sucks, I'm assuming, like, what we were saying about yeah, like Lucas not having a good time versus Meta Knight, right?
I think if Meta Knight is able to properly deal pressure, and Young Quaff is one of the probably the quintessential Meta Knights to be able to do that. Lucas can have a hard time if they're not familiar with the options that they do have out of shield. I mean, maybe Nair, Dare out of shield. I don't know, because you could just hold shield. So, especially if the Meta Knight is very reactable. Okay, that was really good.
I want to point out he took it back to Battlefield, and
yeah,
I mean, maybe he does want to try platforms for his combos. I just haven't really like seen what his combos look like.
I mean, Lucas can benefit from this.
Yeah.
If you miss a tech, or if you try to tech roll when Lucas is below you, he can do like Dacus up smash or just try to up smash.
SD. That'll happen.
Hey, it happens, yeah. Especially if he was going for reverse up B, it's very easy to mess that up if you're not being careful.
Wait. Oh, wow.
A little too impatient to try to get up
I think he just didn't realize his jump was taken, I guess.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Let's go, Kalo.
Yep. Lucas's punish game, when optimized, is really crazy, and it can be overwhelming for Meta Knight, but that's really dependent on whether or not the Meta Knight misses his techs and doesn't use the right options.
Meta Knight has a terrible tech roll, right?
It's really bad. It's really bad, so you can really take advantage of that. I think you can you probably read that with up smash for Lucas.
Yeah, so if anything, Kalo could try to at least keep forcing him into tech situations.
Okay, nice spot dodge. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. If he's trying to read the tech or the tech roll, and with Meta Knight, you can do that really well. Just a little too late there. Maybe with a charged up smash would have worked.
Yeah, because you gain the hitbox is just bigger when it's fully charged, right?
Yep.
Something like that.
And I think it just lingers. Okay, that's
fair.
The biggest thing with Kaloshade right now is that he's using these unsafe like fairs from ledge. And also, I think part of it is that he's too afraid to edge guard Quaff. I haven't seen him really go out there, and I don't exactly know what the best options are there.
Lucas Bear could probably send him either away
of
or down.
Course, but it's really he's got to keep that space.
Huh? I thought he had. I guess he's still applying Hurtbox with that. Interesting. All right. Lots of showing dominance here.
Now just getting clipped by that. It can be really rough. Ideally, all you have to do, if you don't go above the ledge, F smash can cover above and in front, and sometimes below, and it can be really difficult. You have to be, I think, pretty consistent with teching, and then also, Meta Knight really oftentimes all he has to do is just nair from ledge, and then time a back air. That'll do it. Okay.
Whoa.
Yep. Okay, yeah, but Kaloshade showing a big difference when he.
Wrong angle.
Yeah, just. I think that was doable for him. I think Game 2 is 100% different than the first one was.
Yeah,
he was
bringing it closer.
It was just his recovery.